Now, what does he do differently that makes this Greenwood team so dangerous?
You know what I think about Nathan Self?
Oh, yeah?
He's a dog. Nathan Self reminds me of Barry Sanders, not gonna lie. Very elusive. He can get loose.
Hey, Fendi, that's how a real dog barks. All right, so we had big runs, like that play there by Caden York. We also had another big run and some big touchdown passes. High school football playoffs, they're rolling strong.
Juke. I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the barking. I don't even know what to say. But what I do know is that we had a lot of amazing matchups tonight in the region. A lot of fun games tonight, Cole, and so many that had a lot on the line. I think we talked about this earlier. I think that first week you see maybe one or two upsets around the entire state, but really it's week 2 where some of these matchups really start to come down to the wire.
Yeah, I really like it, though, because we had some games that we thought were going to be, maybe one team had it handily and we didn't. And then we also see some teams that I thought maybe might have struggled against their opponent, and they didn't. So second round is always, like you said, so interesting because you cannot gauge some of these matchups. A lot of teams play a little bit far away from each other, so you kind of have to gauge between common opponents. And then it's also who was healthy then, who was not. So again, like you said, Ryan, second round is always really fun. I always like it a lot. Yeah. But Ryan, people have a voice in this show. What do they have to do?
All they have to do is go to our TikTok at ExtraPointWKU because, sure, we've got the highlights. We've got all the fun stuff here that we present to you, but you guys hold all the power. It's simple. One view is what, Cole?
6 or 7? One vote, sorry.
One vote on TikTok. Right now, those 3 plays that you're going to see in just a little bit are all on our TikTok. You can go share, you can go comment, you can go like, you can go repost, copy the link, share it to your grandma, whatever you got to do to make whatever play you think is the best our top play, and the video with the most views by the end of our show will be crowned our top play of the night. And Cole, I think with that being said, it's time to roll the tape. And kicking us off tonight, the Tigers face the Spartans in a rematch of epic proportions. Senior night, it's only right a senior gets us started. And for a potential top play, I'm convinced Caden York is the Tasmanian Devil. Somehow he twists his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Spartans up 7-0 in the first quarter, but don't look now. It's a flash of orange headed downfield. Aiden Jesse on the catch, and he makes his own luck down the sideline with a sea of Spartans in tow. You'd think Leonidas was among those. 82 yards for the TD, where it feels like a party every day, but a lot can change with the turn of a page. Camden Page finds Tucker Sears for 6, and I love the surprise with every TD. It's like a reward. Next up for the Tigers, sophomore Josiah McCarley hits the fadeaway J and connects again with Aiden Jesse for 6. Somebody remind this kid that basketball starts in like 3 weeks. It's not December yet, y'all. Come on now. Next chapter, welcome to English class. Greatness dumps it off to all-time receptions leader Jake Carter on a breakaway run, and the Spartans pad the score with Jameer Board sealing the win. Final score 51-23. Spartans will host Henderson County next week with their eyes set on a state title.
I like that celebration. What do you call that? Like the chicken stutter step?
Chicken stutter.
Scotties aiming to continue their storybook season at home. We've talked about this Glasgow defense before. Stewart rolls out and throws it straight to Cameron Bull for the interception. Low-scoring affair between these two teams. Hudson Gum, senior quarterback, he is ready to take the field. And here comes Gum, and here comes a sack. Gum goes down with an injury, looks to be to his lower body, and that paves the way for QB Trace England to take over the reins of the Scotties offense. And after a drought, Jalen Bradley takes the rock and finds pay dirt, giving Coach Arnett's squad a 7-3 lead, but Union County found points later. QB Bradley Stewart pushed into the end zone. Union County wins this game 10-7, ending the Scotties' undefeated run under first-year head coach Jackson Arnett. Great run, though.
Man, what an upset and what a great run it was for the Glasgow Scotties. But now, just across town from our studio, something strange is in Bowling Green. Cole, who are you going to call?
The Purples.
Trey Graham specifically. Look at this play. React to that juke, baby. Look at that. Jet boosters are back. Purples strike first with a 72-yard run. Potential top play right there. But the Eagles are soaring to try to fight back. So much so that Espen nearly gets faked out. Holds on to it, though. Wyatt Stone seals the sack. And Jacob reacted about as well as you'd expect. Poor guy. For this next one, I don't even have to say anything. Just look at this ball. My goodness. Beautiful. Davis the barber shop is open, and they've got cuts on a dime. This might be my favorite top play candidate tonight, maybe of the entire season. Purples lead 14-0. Stripes staying loose. So are the Eagles, but Bowling Green holds them in check. Drew Jones with his 4th interception on the season, and that would seal the win for the Purples. Final score, 52-27, and they'll dance their way to Owensboro on the road next Friday night.
I like it. I like it. Good stuff. Good highlights. But don't forget, you still have a voice. Go to our TikTok because why? Like Ryan said, beautiful ball. Anthony Davis, Travie Barber, put it in the bucket.
Basket. The young buck to Klay Thompson. BG Bad Boys will get that reference. Go to our TikTok at Extra Point WKU right now to vote. 270 Overtime. We'll be right back after this.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Live look at me running into Studio 2 minutes before slot. Just thought you should know. Okay, fresh off an overtime win, the Lady Toppers spent their Friday night defending Diddle Arena against the Indiana State Sycamores. But let's go back to their matchup earlier in the week against Wichita State. A big overtime win, like I said, Ryan. And that's a key reason why this team has a lot of fight, according to Coach Collins.
Exactly. Coach Collins has mentioned it time and time again. And if you follow them on social media, you probably noticed Coach Collins' post-game speech in the locker room where he emphasized you have two choices when you're knocked down. You can either stay down or you can get back up. And clearly this Lady Topper team has no problem continuing to get back on their feet, continuing to stay in the fight. But the big thing for this team, I think, Cole especially, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, is yes, you need to be able to fight late in close games, but you also need to be able to give yourself a fighting chance, especially in the first half of ball games.
Absolutely, and that's something that they did here today against Indiana State. In the first half, they were actually leading at halftime. But let's roll the tape and see actually what happened in that game here tonight. Lady Tops without star transfer Trinity Rowe. She had surgery on her left hand Tuesday. Zophie Talegdi, she can shoot, but she can pass too. She finds Selma Kadur for the give and go, gets two, and then Kadur follows up with this. Triple with cheese, yes please. Splash! So Ryan, you are a little bit on the aging side. Experience. Do you play bingo?
Once or twice.
Yeah. Okay, so Sycamores guarding four corners, but Kadur goes inside for the N1. Let's look at that again. Kadur dropped 24 points. Now Callie Rose West, let's show some love. Lil Hezzy, mid-range J, it's in. Lady Tops, though, falls 65-60 to Indiana State, and hey, Big Red made it in time. But let's talk about Trinity Rowe, okay? She was out in this game, and it's a big key and active for the Lady Tops.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at what happened there. We don't exactly know what happened. We know the injury was sustained in practice sometime last week. Luckily, they were able to get her into surgery quickly. And the expectation here, Cole, at least the good thing that you could say about this, if there is an underlying good thing here for the Lady Tops and for Trinity Row, is that it happened as early as it did. Because you never want to see a player get injured, but at least there's still hope for Trinity Row to come back, Cole, when it's crunch time for that Conference USA tournament.
I think that's a very, very good point, Ryan. And when you look at this team, of course, you said Trinity Row is a guard that has a high basketball IQ, former Miss Kentucky basketball winner in the state of Kentucky. So obviously local roots here too. But when we talk about the Lady Tops, Ryan, what do you think they need to do, or that you've seen early on, to work on to put themselves in that conference title question in Conference USA down the stretch?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily been a big question about whether or not they can perform. It's been will or when, more so or less. There was a lot of questions coming into the season with the departure of a lot of graduate students last year, Alexis Mead being one of those who ran out of her eligibility. She's been here for the last 4 seasons, and without her, that was a big hole they had to fill. Trinity Row was largely expected to fill that role, and now here you are 3 games into the season without your star point guard, who was meant to replace your star point guard. Essentially, it's going to come down to whether or not your younger talent, like Salma Kador, who had those 24 points earlier tonight, can really step up to the plate. It's going to come down to how quickly they can mesh together. And Cole, I think we mentioned it a little bit earlier as well, the patience that they can have to purse through the season and know that March is the most important time.
I think another player to look out for too is Tori James.
Yes.
Coach said she was due for a big night she had against Wichita State, but let's keep this show moving. Ryan, grab your glasses.
Got him.
Look at this. Caden York, they said he wasn't down, and he got 6. Ryan, let's send it to New York. What say you?
I saw an instant replay from the other side of the field, and now that I've seen this one, short answer, the kid's a bowling ball, or he's the Tasmanian Devil. Either or, it's one of our EP top play candidates. Vote on TikTok at Extra Point WKU. We'll be right back on 2-7 Overtime after this.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Trey Graham, a little shake, a little bake, and a whole lot of see you later. This man danced his way through traffic for 6 in the Purple statement win over Apollo, but is it the top play of the night? We're going to reveal that in just a little bit. Okay, welcome back to 2-7 Overtime. It's time to talk about our game of the night. Joining us now is Espen Max, who shot that game. Those highlights just saw at Bowling Green High School. What'd you see?
That Bowling Green offense is like if someone asked me what 66 plus 1 is, I'm just itching my neck. They are straight fireworks. Trevi Barber is a dog. Nick Graham and Trey Graham, the two running backs, they are so deep at running back, and it is a deep tandem. They are very good 1-2 punch. Anthony Davis stepped up as a freshman all night, and how can you forget about Ethan Kirkwood, a very solid wide receiver too.
And this team, like you said, you just outlined this, is they have so many playmakers that can hurt you in so many different ways. What does this team need to do as they head into probably playing a team from the 502 in Atherton in the next round? What do they need to do to have success late in the postseason?
They got to do what Clemson did against Louisville tonight. Sorry, Ian Blanford. Just got to play their own game. I mean, that offense is up there with the best in the state. I mean, Trevi Barber, 3-star. Tyson Helton, call him, please. We need him on the hill. And Anthony Davis, I'm sure he's going to flourish out to be a dog. Kirkwood's already a dog, and they have that deep running back core with a solid offensive line. They just have to play their game on offense.
I like that a lot. So we're going to roll the highlights again, but as we continue to talk about this team, Anthony Davis, he's a freshman. I want you to kind of give me your evaluation on QB1. He was put into this starting quarterback role midway through the season. Give me the report card. How is he performing? What is he doing well to put this team in position to succeed?
What I'll tell you, one negative I have on Anthony Davis is that he takes a lot of unnecessary sacks. You're about to see one right here. He had all the opportunity to just step up, try to make a play. He had a clean pocket, wanted the deep ball, held the ball too long. You see Jacob Fox's reaction to that play, but takes a lot of sacks. Yeah, look at this ball. That's what I was about to comment on for a positive, his deep ball. He consistently puts deep balls right on the money, and that contributes to Bowling Green's success after a slow start.
I like it a lot. So, okay, I think now, Espen, we showed a couple of the highlights. 2 of your plays were top play candidates, but now it's time to reveal the top play of the night. Let's roll it. It is going to be Caden York.
Wow.
Again, Ryan said he
Tasmanian
refused to go down. The Tasmanian Devil refused to go down in a big win for South Warren. Shout out to Chris Allen.
That's my boy Chris who shot that. My
for the
roommate.
Lights. I love it.
Good job, Chris.
Roommate. Okay. I like
Congratulations,
it. So,
Chris.
do camera skills, like, do you guys go over camera skills when you're at the dorm? Like, cause you
we go over a lot of stuff in short.
Yeah. So you got camera skills. I like it a lot. That's really good. So Espen Max, fresh cut, by the way.
Oh, Lord.
Fresh fade.
It's professional. That's all I'll say about it.
I like it. It looks good. It looks good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
Beautiful set, flowers. We love it all.
Okay.
Right. So this has been 2-7 overtime. Again, if you're new to the program, guess what happens? Freshmen go out. They shoot the game. So Chris Allen, Ian Blanford, Espen Maddox, Ryan Murphy, everyone at the control room. Shout out Director Brandon Stafford getting those highlights out for us too. Appreciate it so much. This has been 2-7 overtime. Have a good night.